is totally over all the labels people try to slap on his love life, especially with his 4 girlfriends. He's like, forget the titles, we're just a group of people in love, building something together like a team or a unit. It's all about that connection for him. But yeah, he's gotten some backlash because not everyone gets it. People jump straight to thinking it's all about the physical side, but Neo explains that sex is part of it, sure, just like in any relationship, but it's not the whole story. There's so much more to what they have: emotional bonds, support, and real partnership. He introduced his girlfriends, Cristina, Arielle, Moneii, and Brie, to the world on social media, and his message was clear. If you're not saying something nice, just keep scrolling because they're happy over here. That's the vibe he's going for. No room for negativity. Before this, Neo was married to Crystal Renay, and they have kids together, but things ended after some infidelity accusations. He decided to handle personal stuff privately, but now he's all about being upfront. After the divorce, he made a promise to himself: no more lies. He hurts people by not being honest, so now he lays it all out from the start. When he meets someone new, he's straight up: I like you, but I also like her and her too. If that's cool, let's have fun. If not, no hard feelings. It's all consensual, no manipulation, just real talk. Even with his kids, he's got 7 in total from different relationships, he keeps it honest. He introduces his girlfriends to them without hiding anything. It's his way of living authentically. But Neo isn't the only celeb opening up about non-monogamy. Take RuPaul and his husband Georges LeBar. They've got an open relationship because, as RuPaul puts it, it's just realistic. He doesn't believe in strict monogamy for men, calling it a made-up concept. They didn't plan it that way, it's how their bond evolved over decades since meeting at a nightclub. RuPaul's big on not putting restraints on the person you love most. If something irresistible comes along that makes you happy, go for it. But the key is knowing deep down that your partner loves you more than anything. That's the foundation: trust and freedom. Then there's Kody Brown from that show about plural marriages. He always said love should be multiplied, not divided. He was in a relationship with 4 wives: Mary, Janelle, Christine, and Robin, and they had a bunch of kids. It started with him falling in love multiple times, and their life was all documented. But things changed. Most of the wives left, leaving him with just 1. Now he's not pushing plural marriage anymore. He's had successes and failures, and he thinks you gotta be super wise about it. It works for some if everyone knows each other well, but even then it's not guaranteed. Some of his exes have moved on to monogamy and say they wouldn't go back, while others might consider it again under the right circumstances. Willow Smith, daughter of Will and Jada, brought this topic to the table in a big way. She explained that polyamory is about freedom to design your own relationship style, not just following what society says is right. Monogamy often fails because of cheating, she points out. If one partner has different needs, like wanting more intimacy, why force them to go without? In her circle, she's the only poly person but has the least action. It's not all about sex, it's about connections. Her grandma didn't totally get it at first, especially the sex part, but Willow made it clear it's deeper than that. Shailene Woodley has tried both open and monogamous setups. She believes there shouldn't be rules except what the people involved agree on, whether it's 2, 3, or more. The big things are honesty, communication, and trust. It's nobody else's business how others live their love lives. Neo echoes that, saying he doesn't care if people approve. He's happier now than ever, and that's what matters. He's not telling everyone to try polyamory, it's just what works for him after learning from past mistakes. Nick Cannon has his own take. He thinks monogamy is an outdated idea, like classifying people as property. He doesn't believe in owning anyone, it's about coexisting and creating together. He's got kids with multiple women and sees it as them choosing to let him into their world. It's not his decision alone, they're all in it willingly. Bella Thorne was in poly relationships before settling into something more exclusive. She loved the idea of sharing love with multiple people, like telling stories with 3 in a room. But she gets it's not for everyone and always lays it out early: if you're not down, cool, no pressure. Yungblud identifies as pansexual and polyamorous after exploring and learning from others. It's about figuring out who you are without strict labels. Bob the drag queen has 2 partners who also have their own, and he loves it because he's independent and doesn't want to be someone's everything all the time. Nico Tortorella and Bethany C. Myers were in a queer poly relationship for years but shifted to monogamy during tough times like the pandemic and having kids. They're open to changing again in the future. Who knows? Amarian thinks being open is key because there are more women than men, and it's about aligning queens to foster the next generation. All these stories show how non-monogamy looks different for everyone. Some see it as freedom, others as teamwork. The common thread? Honesty and consent. Society often pushes one way to love, but these celebs are challenging that, living their truth. It sparks conversations about what relationships can be beyond traditional norms. Whether it's polyamory, open marriages, or plural setups, it's about finding what makes you happy without hurting others. Critics might not get it, but as Neo says, if you're happy, that's the win. This openness helps normalize diverse love styles, making space for more people to feel seen.